good to have Orioles manager Buck Showalter join us around the hot stove.
Why is it good? Why is it good?
Because you're so entertaining.
I need a mass and flag here, okay?
just for a few minutes. You got to have the YES. Let's take you back to 2014, a dynamic season for your team as they won the division. Last year, 81 and 81. How do you characterize what happened in 2015?
Well, I'm trying to put it behind us a little bit. You know, it's like when people say it's not about the money. It's about the money. It's about the pitching. You know, we didn't pitch as well from a starting standpoint. So I hate to, you never just take one phase of it, but that was one of the biggest differences, and that's what separated us, the three previous years. But, we're going to, unlike a lot of clubs, we got to bank on some guys bouncing back that have done it in the past.
You talk about pitching, and Darren O'Day is a guy who I know Yankee hitters talk about how tough this guy is on especially right-handed batters.
You know that they're tough when they start accusing them of cheating. That's always one of the signs when, hey, Britton's got to be cheating, O'Day's got to be cheating. When you get that feedback, you know you got a pretty good one.
So is he cheating?
Of course not, but no, sure, yes, he is. I want everybody to think he is.
But he's back. You signed him to a 4-year deal. There were other places, other teams interested in to have him back. How crucial is that in your bullpen?
Well, we haven't crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. We're still taking physical and some other things, but Darren's more than just a really good pitcher. Darren is a part of our fiber and, what we want to be about. He cares, people care about pleasing him as a teammate. He equates one way he's had a good day, and that's whether or not we win a ball game. And he's a guy that brings a lot more than, analytics and sabermetrics will show. He's one of those guys you got to know what he brings, and also he's a pretty good pitcher. Anytime you can negate some right-handed bats late in the ball game, it is special.
There are a lot of free agents this year. Is it difficult for you to imagine a lineup without a guy like Chris Davis in it?
No, not at all. This game will go on without you, me, players, and would all love to have Chris, and we've made a good offer. At some point, the agents and the player have decided how much is enough. And if not, we're not going to wall around in self-pity. We've got probably as good a minor league numbers of anybody in baseball, and Trey Mancini for us, first baseman out of Notre Dame last year, and Christian Walker, and we're excited about the what-ifs if that happens. But we'd like to have Chris. I know Dan met with him again today, but we're not going to wait forever. We got to move on. That's why we made the Trumbo deal.
Is it a daunting task, though, knowing the amount of home runs and the way he produces, to know that potentially is not in that lineup?
No, you try to look at it realistically. Halfway through the season, he was hitting about $190, and everybody's ready to, really down on him. So, of course, Chris is the type of guy in 2 months' time can turn numbers around, and you can break down and find negative about everybody, me, you, and you can find positive. But obviously, it'll be a loss for anybody, but we'll survive.
And I don't know if it was a move for insurance sake, but you do a deal with Seattle and get Mark Trumbo, a guy who can hit home runs in bunches, pick up a lefty and C.J. Riefenhauser in that deal, too. How does that impact your team?
Well, I was waiting for one of y'all to pronounce the name. Now, guys, Riefenhauser, you're sure?
Yeah.
Now, another left-handed potential guy for us. We need to have that, especially in the ballparks and the teams that we play against in our division. But we think Mark's got some upside. If you look at the ballparks he's played in, it's affordable, it's controllable, it's somebody that we think fits our needs. He can either DH or play first base, a little bit outfield, but he gives us some versatility in case things don't work out with Chris, but there's plenty of room for both of them.
Buck, in 1995, you're managing the Yankees. You allowed Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada to travel with the team, be in the dugout. Well, Posada was on the roster. Jeter was just kind of hanging around. You saw something special. I wonder, as you watch Manny Machado now and you see another young, gifted, athletic player, do you ever take a moment when you're not worrying about wins and losses to say, man, this kid is something special?
No, Jack, I've always had a decent ability to step back and take in a moment. He'll make some plays and do some things, and I'll kind of cover my mouth and tell my bench coach, you see that, really? But, I'm not going to put him in Derek Jeter's same yet. Derek did it over a long, long time, on and off the field. That's the one thing I said about Derek. Not once did he embarrass his family, the game, the organization, the city. People, were comfortable selling themselves to him as a fan emotionally because they could trust him. It's about the trust. And, Manny's on his way to that potential, but it's more than numbers. And, I'd love to think that Manny could have the rings on his fingers that Derek does. And believe me, Manny wants that. And I'm proud of Manny. He's basically college junior or senior if you look at it that way. So, we've got some good people around him, and he's making some good decisions so far in his life.
You say you're proud of him. How impressive is it the fact that he's a guy that wants to be out there every day? He does not want you to take him out of that lineup.
We had a little talk about that. We're going over Cal Ripken's getting an award tonight, and we want to be there with him and for him. I almost took him out. He got so close at the end last year. He told me he played all 162 last year, and I'm not going to let that get out of control. You know, but I think Cal's record's safe. What do you think, Jack? You know, but it really, when it brings so much attention to it, it tells you how hard it is to find that. And it was fun to watch. He got towards the end. I go, Manny, we can nip this in bud. He said, hey, I'm this close. Let's go for it.
In the offseason, everybody put together a list, Buck, of free agents or potential free agents. One of those people thought would be Matt Wieters. He accepted, though, the qualifying offer from the team, and he'll be back. What did you think about that?
Well, you know, we couldn't lose either way. We wanted Matt. That was the hope. And when we did it, you know, we've got 7 picks in the first 100 picks in the draft this year. That would have been 8. We're glad we don't have it. But that's kind of who we are. One of our biggest days this year is going to be the June draft. We got to hit on that to continue to be who we are and compete with people like the Yankees and the Red Sox and so on. You know, and they're going to do their thing. God bless them. You know, they should. It's the in-between free agents they sign that really hurt you. The guys, you know, the Chris Youngs, those guys, those are great signs that not everybody can do. But, you know, God bless them. They should do that. And it's a very convenient excuse if you choose to use it. But what was your original question?
Wieters being back.
Hey, we've had a great offseason already. We got Machado, we have Darren O'Day and Matt Wieters in the offseason. So we're having a good offseason. Added Trumbo, so you know I like where we are, and we're really counting on some guys having some bounce back years with our pitchers.
Buck, you talked about the AL East and how tough that division can be. We've already seen the Red Sox adding Price, the Blue Jays, what they did last year. The Yankees got the wild card. What is your mindset with the Orioles and competing in that division, and what has to go right for you guys to get to where you want to be?
Our starting pitcher's got to be better. You know, if we can stay in baseball games, you know, financially, they make it tough in today's game to build on from your rotation back. So, you know, in a lot of ways, we try to build it from our bullpen forward, and hope that Kevin Gausman makes a step that he's capable of making, a Mike Wright. You know, I find it a lot more fun this way than just seeing how much we're going to spend to sign this guy, but it all works out for everybody, and you know, we got plenty of money. I think we got one of the highest payrolls in Oriole history, so our owner's been great since day one.